Hello, welcome back. Today we're finishing chapter 12, where we stopped yesterday. So let's see what's going to happen now. So, this is Rosetta, the one under observation. Waking up to find myself in a cell. What are you people up to? I want you to join us in this battle, Rosetta. You're keeping me in the dark for how I got here, huh? We told the false guard that you have a better chance of recovery here. And look, that's exactly how it turned out. If you stayed in that dump, you'd probably still be in a coma. Coma. So what happened after Alpha? You can check the reports later. I have no obligation to explain this to you. So will you join the battle, Rosetta? Where? And against whom? Kowloong Corp. The Ascendants are the enemy. Also the Forest Guards are heading there too. Diana and the others? Why? I can give you a satisfactory answer. I come here only for your strength. Although you're not as good as the Ascendants, you can still hold them in place for us. Use yourself for Babylonia. This is a lie. I think we already established that Rosetta is as good as Alpha, basically. This is why I had you, a sinner, given special treatment in Babylonia. Well, certainly not from you, you are still bleeding on my weapons. Centaur-type modules are not Babylonia tech, so we can only give you temporarily manufactured spears. Take on as many enemies as you can, not if you understand. And so Rosetta nods. Release her. The guard follows Nicola's command and opens the cell wall. The instant Rosetta is free, she grabs Nicola by the throat with one hand, too fast for the guards to react. You are Nicola, correct? Get this right in your head. I'm not fighting for Babylonia. No one is cooperating with anyone. That's basically what it all boils down to. I'm fighting for those who have helped me. Puh, whatever you like. Rosetta? Is that you, Rosetta? It's me, Diana. A familiar figure blocks Alpha's blade. Rosetta. As if in replay of their first meeting, Rosetta is clutching her javelin and shield, glaring at the upright Alpha. To actually go so far, what did Babylonian do to you? Memory tampering? Or are you a copy? I mean, I guess that's what they're good at, right? I am me myself, Alpha. Seeing the two, Diana is suddenly reminded of the past. The regret of not being there for Rosetta lingers deep in the recesses of her mind. So instead of doing as Rosetta said in the Arctic, she shuffles closer to her. The other Forest Guards seem to have the same thoughts. To them, the collective is always the highest priority. Don't. Why? At Rosetta's shout, Diana notices the golden particles floating around her. Unknown, unforeseen, but no less frightening. I'll stop Alpha here, and the one behind her. You will lend support in other parts. We have different duties. Forest Guards, with me. Roger. Sister, is it okay to let them go? I would have, but that would be putting me on the bench. You lot sure know how to ruin someone's day. Are you prepared to pay the price? You can even keep the change. Nicola, are those things ready? We don't have much of them, but you've led a team before. You know how best to use them. Stop wasting words. Hand your control over. You're done with the call? Then give your girl some attention, Rosetta. Your girl. Alpha's our girl now. Certainly not mine, because I still don't know how to play her. This can only end badly. Ultimatums from Murmansk wanted to withstand the virus. I thought you would bring something to wow me, but whatever. I won't let you pass. I didn't exactly look like I was trying to pass, but... All Arctic machines, take on a defensive formation. Huh, finally something new. New? More like the worst enemies in the game. Oh no. Not coming by yourself? Huh. Guess I'll play with your little pets first. Cut a path. Well, I sure will try. God, oh. Yeah, great start. I hate these. I hate these. Oh my god. I don't know how to use these. Ouch. Of course you will do that. When I don't have any stamina left to dodge. Let's see how long your little toys can keep up. Don't challenge them, I'm bad. Okay, that's not overly useful. Can I get some blue? Which one is that? I think that was the wrong one. Dang it. That's probably really not something that's used or intended for controller. Fierce as always, but you won't get past me. Haha, defeat Rosetta seems ambitious. Wait, am I mistaken? I think I'm very much mistaken how Alpha's core works. Is it any free thing after a blue? Ouch. It is. Not risking that. That was stupid. Ouch, ouch, ouch. What are you doing? Please don't kill me again. So, my stamina also doesn't regenerate, does it? What is that? That's the slowest stamina regeneration I've ever seen. I missed that one part. Buying time, aren't you, Rosetta? Took you long enough to figure that out. The battle ended up being a one-on-one fight between Rosetta and Alpha. Blade and spear, hooves and legs, every collision of the two sent sparks flying, like countless flecks of stardust. It's funny that they mention hooves when Rosetta is in her human form, but whatever. Unlike Alpha, methodical in her steps and positioning, Rosetta completely ignores the conventional to and fro of battle, and merely charges over and over at Alpha. An all-in strategy, throwing herself at Alpha, threatening to consume her through the whistling spear tip, a comment of her humanoid hybrid bulk and speed. Full of openings, but it locks Alpha in combat with her, denying her retreat, hanging on her the threat of to crucify her whole. Alpha can only stay and answer Rosetta's blows, her blade poised to parry and deflect. Rosetta's limit will come, because the world is made of patterns, eternally repeating themselves. Even chaos has its own rules, let alone Rosetta's launches. True, I remember. Rosetta can keep up with Alpha, but eventually she will run out of stamina, but Alpha won't. At least that's how it was last time. There. Thinking, breathing, becoming the opponent. She catches the fatal pause, the nadir of her breath, and the blade passes, fluidly sliding into Rosetta's torso. What is a nadir? I've never heard that. This is the end, Rosetta. Prepared to deal Rosetta her final blow, Alpha was about to extract her blade from the impaled Rosetta, but pauses when she notices the expression on Rosetta's face. No, the end for you, Ascendant. With all of her remaining strength, Rosetta grabs Alpha's blade tight, keeping it within her. It was all part of the plan from the very start. If I can't best you, I can at least take you with me. The golden particles, Rosetta's trump card in this fight, swim around in the air. Rosetta's assertive smile flickers off of the gold dust. That's why I felt a little heavy mid-fight. Sister, let go your sword. Now, Nicola. Luna and Rosetta roar almost contagiously, but Rosetta drowns out Luna with her bellowing volume. Wait, so did they shoot her? No. Then the golden particles fuse, colliding. A golden glow eats up the entire space. I doubt that will kill her. Isn't it just like... I don't remember what happened to Roland during the golden vortex, but I don't think the golden particles are deadly of any kind. 20? Is that the next one? I guess. I'm not quite sure how this numbering system is of any use. If we're doing 20 before 70, but whatever. Oh, the train! The train is arriving. I still don't know how the train is getting to an island, to be honest. The train was getting closer to Kowloong. The whole war is almost over and Watanabe isn't even there yet. Ectolet's train rocks and chugs along. Since there are no passenger seats, the Forsaken are leaning against the walls to keep balance. The door leading to the next carriage slowly opens, and out walks a girl holding a strange sign. Sophia. The next station is Kowloong Corp. Doors will open on the right-hand side. Sure they will. Was that a joke? Yes, we got it. We heard you the first time around. Are you announcing stops? Though astonished at such an ancient practice, Watanabe is well aware that the girl will keep on repeating the stop until he says something. Yes, I'm Sophia, and I will be your terminal attendant today. If you need anything, just let me know. A 50% surcharge will be applied to all goods and services. What? You sure know how to rip tourists off. Anyway, didn't know this train was staffed with terminal attendants. I thought your carriages were all installed with speakers to broadcast announcements. We do, but Princess Jamila said the Forsaken carriage should go lower power. So we turned it off. Nice. Mr. Watanabe, we're almost at our destination. What's the next move? Since we're a bit short on numbers, skirmishing will be the best course of action. After all, the intel report from Babylonia mentioned that the corrupted are moving along a set route. Understood. I'll spread the word. What's the plan on your end? You and that boy are the only combatants you've got, right? The two of us will be enough. That's some confidence right there. Anyway, as soon as the door opens, we Forsaken will jump off and intercept the enemy. Can you keep an eye on your luggage while we're gone? What kind of luggage do you have that you're leaving on the train? Why did you even bring it? Okay, but we won't take responsibility for anything lost. Huh, shrewd. All personnel get ready to jump off at the next turn. Our target is the marching corrupted. Yes, sir. Why did you... Seriously though, why did you bring luggage if you're not using it? Oh. Far away from the battle, Lucia woke up. Commandant. Mr. President, Lucia's awake. A long, long nightmare. A nightmare where Commandant is nowhere to be found. An attempt to zip up, only to find the operating system for the limes disconnected. That's evil, isn't it? Mouth opening to call out for a certain someone. You awake, Lucia? President Hessen, are we in Babylonia or somewhere else? Words, lips, mouth moving or not, sound does not come out. I know you have a lot of questions, but right now you need to rest. The President's words jog my memories. It was a loss against Alpha. Again. Losing to myself. It wasn't enough. It ended in failure. I wanted to show Commandant. I wanted Commandant to be proud, but I lost again. In the end, when I was lying in Commandant's arms, I tried to smile so that Commandant wouldn't be as worried about me. Where's Commandant? I sent Grey Raven to join the resistance against Gabriel. I had Ayla bring a comms device with them, but then at some point we lost connection. That doesn't sound good. I need to get to Commandant as soon as possible. I need to be there for everyone. Be there for Commandant. Something tells me that I regret it if I don't. I mobilize every working part of my body and crawl out of the bed. Weren't your limes disconnected? Just asking. Hold on, what are you doing? Send me to battle. You're too damaged. Let the others do the fighting. But if she wants to fight, let her. We bought a spare frame, remember? That frame is still being configured, and you know full well what letting Lucia use that frame would mean. A frame containing Alpha's data can never be fully configured. Initialization is required before it can be used, no matter the case. I don't understand what they're talking about, but the word frame stands out for me. Whatever works, let me use it. You. Lucia, we developed a new frame for you, built on all the data Grey Raven has gained so far. As in what we've been through? You can say that, but your experiences alone aren't enough. If you've realized that you are a replica, then you know how powerful the original Lucia is. I know, that's why I don't want to lose. That's why I tuned up this frame with data from Alpha, unedited, the entire set. That's what the initialization is for? Yes, and the frame is data overloaded. So if you want to use it, your Thorg model will have to be reconfigured through initialization. We don't know what will become of you after the initialization. More Lucia, more Alpha, or something completely different. No one can tell. Even if it all works out and you are back in operation, you will no longer be yourself. I guess that's what that was supposed to say. Constructs can acquire memories by loading themselves with data, but you will only be reading these memories, not living them. They will always be someone else's. Asimov, this is too much. And even if we activate that frame, there's still no way of getting her back in battle, right? We do have a decommissioned single-person aircraft left, still functional enough to take her to Kowloong. I just caught a signal from Grey Raven. They might be in danger. That's an evil little thing to throw in there. Your frame, Lucia. Your call. Using this frame is tantamount to suicide. It will kill Lucia, this current Lucia. That's what Asimov is implying. That's a small price to pay, much smaller than I expected. Everyone has a grim look on their face, and yet I can't help smiling. Wait for me, Commandant. Back to Rosetta, I guess? Yes. If it is still Rosetta, who knows? That doesn't tell me anything. Quite a stubborn bunch you are, or even obstinate. Shit. Vera, bruised and battered, staggers toward Roland, but for every step she takes forward, he takes one back. Babylonia seems to have achieved its goal of intercepting the Descendants, But this feeling of being lured into a trap is giving Vera physical discomfort. This doesn't reflect the projections from the data. Roland, what did you do? Data? The little videos and photos of Grey Raventop? Bold of you to think good Roland would be so predictable. Well, guess you aren't. Severus, I wonder how the Grey Raven would react when they see the dead puppies. Don't worry, I'll send you corpses over with the nice and shiny kind of packaging. Dead puppies, right? Roland draws his shame blade. The blade unravels in the air to become a long, sharp whip. Become dog meat. Sure. What? A shell suddenly explodes behind Roland. The blast wave sends the corrupted flying, interrupting the trajectory of the chainsword. Roland and Vera both find their sights drawn in the direction of the explosion. Hello. Your ID denotes that you are a squad from Babylonia. We are the Actolite Commercial Alliance, and we will be providing artillery support. You from the choo-choo of fur? Indeed. You know, boss, we should have them with raw first. Shells don't have eyes. Agreed. No, thank you. We aren't leaving just yet. Cut short by Roland, continuing his assault without regard, Vera is forced back into battle. The arrival of the reinforcements only made dealing with the current situation even more urgent. Or at least, Roland so assumes. Looks like there's no other way. We are not here for charity and humanitarian acts after all. Sophia, Shangyu, prepare to open fire. I'll go down. Shangyu, you shoot. Well, alright. You'll be Smith Reeds if you don't fall back. Boss, you should retreat. 21. No is no. We can't leave without at least capturing him. Cause you ain't running. You dare bail with your tail behind your leg, Chief. I'm gonna get you in the scruff of your neck. You rabid little mutt. If you've got time to trash talk, why don't you haul your ass out over here? I knew you folks wouldn't stay put. Asimov, don't tell me. Your commandant is in the link chamber. ID code is 0000. Cute number. You picked that one yourself? It's simply a system requirement. Ah, whatever. As long as usable. Come on, girl. Get the ID going. Toils and troubles. Always coming double-double. Though Roland is unaware of what Severus is planning, instinct tells him to stop Vera at once. Memory link commencing. What's this? His blade does not connect with the target as expected. Vera, ace suddenly aglow, has lowered her core and taken on an almost canine stance. His blade flits by, cutting nothing. And then Vera charges at Roland head-on. In an attempt to dissuade Vera's advance, Roland pivots on one leg and rolls around, building up force enough to part the ground before the two with his weapon. Sit! Oiga, you're getting rusty or rusty? Though not present to see it with his own eyes, Noctis exclaims in surprise. Vera's attack was unsuccessful. Warm up, sweetie. He needs it. We need it. Interesting. You're like a completely different person. What did you do? I now have another one to share my pain with. Though not like you'd understand what that means. Neither do I. Neither do I. I'm here to help. You literally appeared out of nowhere. Hi. Just what do you train willers do? We're striking back. What are you doing? What is anyone doing? What are these? Ha. Now, open fire. Okay. Don't know what you're all trying at, but hey, goody, a trouble. Good boy, aren't you? Let's get the roly-poly going. Putting the Strikehawk delivered ID to good use. Now we can stop these corrupted from advancing. Spike ID for what? Questions. So many questions. Could you go any slower? What is this? Yes, I see you. Hi. Just a few cannon foders. Don't be too full of yourselves, Babylonians. Let's see who's full of themselves, Ascendant. I'll take care of the enemies at the rear. Sure, you do that. Alright, I think we can call it a day here. Ah, Cerberus went out, chasing after Roland. A real bunch of mad dogs, aren't they? Let us not worry about them. We should provide artillery support elsewhere. That was by far the most random mission of them all so far. That didn't tell me anything. Strikeout efforts wasn't wasted. Kowloong guards decided to join forces against Lamia. Oh true, she's still there. So much going on. I will release them as promised, so you should... I remember, okay, yeah. What is it this time? Why do things never go my way? Lamia has Kamui and Chrome surrounded by the corrupted, but her next command is interrupted by a ranged attack. Standing at the corner of the street is a familiar-looking Factor. Before Chrome could identify the figure, Kamui has already realized that it was the Factor they saved in the industrial zone. You are... constructs of Babylonia. Pick up your weapons. Quick. The Factor fires at Lamia as he speaks. Without much in the way of defense, Lamia is forced to let go of the hostage to dodge the attacks. No. Kamui quickly retrieves his surrendered greatsword for a swift kick. In one flowing motion he cuts the corrupted in half and catches the construct released by Lamia. Construct secured here too. Some distance away, the second Factor has secured the other group of hostages, a stealth effort while Lamia was distracted. You lot. Knowing full well that they cannot last long in this highly viral environment, the two rescue agents retreat behind the defense line immediately. The two's actions are met with bewilement from the other Kowloong guards. Why bother saving them Babylonians? Lady Hugh didn't order us to. Because they saved us before. We aren't disobeying orders, we are repaying kindness. Thus replies the Factor. Our belief is to save everything that has value, though Babylonia might walk a different path. Are not their brave warriors fighting on the streets valuable? And that belief in value is what unites us as a community. So hey, you are all gonna help out, yeah? We alone can put a dent in the Descendant, but... The guards have already realized what they should do, and their captain speaks for all of them. We can fire outside of the highly viral regions. Use our firepower to separate the corrupted from the Descendants. Take some heat off the Babylonians. The guards join the formation to cover Kamui and Chrome, allowing them to make the most of their experience as vanguards to corner Lamia. What's happening? I thought Kowloong hated everyone else. Ha! Seems like they hate you the most. Tch, that's why I hate you, smiley klutzheads. Well, Roland's retreated too, so I guess I'll also... You're not getting away, Ascendant. Hold on, Kamui. What? Chrome shouts, stopping Kamui before he dashes for Lamia. Clouds of smoke, at the same time, disperse from the slithering portions of Lamia's body. Another of Lamia's feats, decompressing the virus within her to create a zone of such viral density that even her surroundings fog up. See, that's why I wanted no part of this. This numbering system is so confusing. I have no idea how many missions are left actually. the reinforcements coming. Don't let the corrupted breach our defenses. Roger. The withdrawal of the Ascendants does not signal the end of the war. The corrupted war machines left behind by the Ascendants must still be cleansed. The rudderless corrupted begin to run amok, driven not by purpose, but by their killer instinct. Kowloong can only reinforce their defenses. By the looks of things, it's only a matter of time before we win this, right? Perhaps, but we only got rid of one of the Ascendants. Got rid of. Sounds like you beat her, but you didn't really, did you? But before she left, that fishy lady mentioned something about Roland retreating. Even that only makes two. Gabriel, Alpha, and according to the report, their leader Luna might still be here somewhere. We can't let our guard down until we get a visual confirmation. Can we? Let's keep searching. Right. Comms ringing. Ah. You must be Strykhawk. I'm Bridget of the support force. I've read about you before. Do you require our help? Not me. It's Lucia, member of Grey Raven, that's asking for help. Grey Raven? What happened to them? They seem to be trapped inside the core area, you know. Through that lag wall. After losing contact with them for a while, the president got Lucia a new frame and sent her after them. Losing contact? Could they be in danger? And how did Lucia get separated from the squad? It's a long story. Anyway, the clock is ticking. Lucia has been assigned an aircraft for this mission. I know she's on her way over. Could you please find a way to crack the light wall open as soon as possible so she could enter the core area? Yes, you can count on us. The aircraft is armed, but the gear is unlikely to do any damage to the wall. We'll be counting on you. Hold on, why did you say yes? You're not gonna say no though, right, Captain? At least wait until we get more info. Do you even know how to get the wall open? Good people of Kowloong? A Kowloong maybe? Kamui casually directs the question at the Kowloong's guard next to him. Though they did fight together, the guards are still trying their best to avoid unnecessary contact with outsiders. Please guys, my comrades are trapped in there. Just tell me how to open the light wall. I'll do anything for you in return. Same here. Without any hesitation, Kamui bows, pleading for the guards to tell him how to open the light wall. From follows suit. Since there have been new instructions from Lady Q, I guess I might as well talk to myself. Not my fault if someone eavesdrops. Without so much as a glance at the two, the guard captain begins talking, pointing at the explosives originally prepared for battle. Lady Q is the only person who can open the light wall, but apparently you can also use powerful explosives to create temporary cracks in the wall. With so many corrupted running around, there's no telling if they may cause something to blow up. Thanks, you got all that, Captain? Looks like we'll have to play as a pair of corrupted then. I mean, that's what Strykhawk is good at, right? Doing all the random missions. Let's move the explosive there and detonate it. Kamui, I'll cover you. Alright? Let's get to whatever. Wait, there are corrupt coming. Why is... I'm supposed to cover Kamui, but Kamui's just fighting with me. All corrupted cleared. Let's get started, Kamui. Roger that, Captain. Those must be the explosives the guards mentioned. I'll go... No, you stay here. I'll go get them. Okay, I'll go check out places to detonate it then. Like the explosives for him. Those? No, those. What? Where? Of course I just took that entire huge box. Sure. Why are you attacking? Drink more hot water. I like the messaging. Why hot water of all things? That was all of the right. Wait, where am I going? For you. This should be enough. Did you find a good spot, Kamui? All good to go. I get the fireworks started. Then I'll take care of the corrupted coming from behind. You mean heteromass? Do we differentiate between those? I mean, they're still corrupted, but they're still kind of not really corrupted because they got created by punishing virus. The explosive should have worked. No, it wasn't enough. The hole was too small. What? You're just too big, people. You're just too big. Kami, what on earth are you doing? I'm keeping the hole open. As expected, the explosive tear a crack in the light wall. Yet the explosives were only meant for combat, not wall breaching. The light wall takes minimal damage. The crack seals itself almost instantaneously. In a last-ditch effort, Kamui tosses his weapon aside and dives in, forcefully keeping the aperture open with his back against one side. You idiot. Despite saying so, Chrome is already in action. He leaps across the idiotic Kamui, and together they hold the small crack open. Don't you just need to pass? Why are you holding it open now? The two close their eyes and grit their teeth out in unendurable pain. Still too small. Only a kid could fit through. Keep pushing, What? Keep pushing, Kamui. I know. Wait. Ha, it's too small. How am I supposed to? What are they doing? The light wall behind them cuts open their clothes and grazes their skin. Yeah, that sounds like they're already in the hole. How can it be too small then? Their synth skin vaporizes almost instantly, revealing biomechanical parts. Honestly, Crumb, this kinda hurts. Just kinda, Kamui, you need to get your pain receptors checked when we get back. I hate getting body checks though. Keep pushing, and maybe I'll consider letting you skip one. Joining like a sword and a buckler, the two enlarge a crack to the size of a hatch door. Parts of their body in contact with the light wall, however, sinks deeper and deeper, letting off gazes of sparks. You guys done yet? Lucia is almost here. Oh, true. I forgot they were opening it for an aircraft. All set. Let her dive through. Still, the sentence only a kid would fit through. But these two are already inside. Still does not make any sense, but whatever. We'll go with it. Lamia owed Watanabe a favor. That's certainly something I haven't heard of before. Mr. Watanabe, the number of corrupted coming from the Outer Rim are decreasing, but they're now pouring out of the city instead, eh? After the Forsaken got off the vehicle, they made a temporary encampment on a nearby route to intercept the enemy. Okay, I guess I know what they needed the luggage for now. Even though they left it behind. No, maybe not. Though they are only 40 or so in numbers. To these veterans, it is more than enough. Corrupted remains are scattered all over the ground. Watanabe tells his men to salvage his still usable supplies, and he peers at Kowloong Corp in the distance. What made Kowloong build such a metropolis? The site is grandiose and consuming, but to Watanabe it borders on a sickly obsession. Home is comfort, but sheltered too deep, and it becomes a prison. Watanabe knows that this imposing city will not have many places to house people. Even the shops are likely not in use. The stately streets are fossils, left only to remind themselves of a lost golden age. Mr. Watanabe, I wonder when we'll get to settle down. A common close by airs a crasher and Watanabe glances over. You just arrived at a war zone. Whatever. Settling down in the current world is but an extravagant hope. Normally people know not to dream about it. Delusions do you play. Especially if you literally ask it the moment you arrive in a war zone. Whatever. And so Watanabe responds, flipping the knife in his hand, pointing it at the throat of the one who asked the question. That's a tiny bit extreme, but I get it. Mr. Watanabe, what are you doing? Don't get any closer. Keep your distance. They do not understand the situation, but the Forsaken immediately back away as per Watanabe's orders, leaving only Watanabe and the person he just saw through together. Ah. And here I thought I was putting on a great act. How could this man be so keen? Lamia, who would have preferred to avoid confrontation, sheds her illusion and returns to her original form. You are an ascendant, aren't you? What are you trying to do by sneaking in here? I just wanted to pad my results a little, but no, looks like that's not happening. If I say sorry, will you let me go, perhaps? You're really letting... Great. Because she called you Pops? Really? You owe me one. Really? Yay! You can have the crap I brought with me. Do whatever you like to them. Thanks for the trouble. Mr. Watanabe, should we have let go of that ascendant? We can't win against her now. With her prowess and stealth, if she had intended massacre. I'm sorry. We held you back, Mr. Watanabe. Whatever it is, don't let down your guard. The enemy can come from anywhere. That was random. That was super random. The war was coming to an end. Everybody had their own thoughts and plans. Sister, are you okay? Not an issue. The virus will patch me up. But sister, why didn't you stop her? You could have stopped that explosion, right? Did Rosetta blow herself up? I wanted to see what she's got. What she's doing to win. Those eyes were stronger than before. Same with my other sister too. She had the same eyes. But not enough strength. Not enough to live. So this is your way of filtering for the virus? We all operate on different grounds. I have no interest in the filtering, Luna. At the end of the day, who gave us the right? Didn't you just imply you had the right? Alpha seems to be intentionally avoiding this topic. She looks away from Luna and at the still crumbling Kowloong. Sister, you're still too gentle. You too, Luna. What is your goal anyway? Rosetta, wake up, Rosetta. Diana. Oh, thank heavens. Rosetta opens her eyes again to find herself in the city, with Diana hugging her tight and the other forest guards standing around her. You all. Though burning with curiosity for her current situation, and puzzled by the company of forest guards who should have been sent away by her, Rosetta receives her answer before she could even ask her question. The faces of Diana and the others are full of worry and anger. Seeing this, Rosetta realizes what happened, and cannot help but let out a minimal chuckle. How has everyone been? Same as before? We all grew. A lot. Everything is getting better, Rosetta. We no longer live in hatred. I wonder though, how will this battle end? The people in the city, like Rosetta, are all waiting for the outcome of the battle. Their expressions shift and reflect off of the wall of light. Then suddenly, a trail flashes beyond and within. Diana tightens her embrace around Rosetta, as if to stop her from escaping. Sorry. No next time, Rosetta. No next time? Is this the second to last now, I would assume? Maybe. Oh, there she is. Just a few Just a few floors away from reaching the top. Gotta say the inside of the tower looked just like that of the Niter. You got it backward, Babylonian. Walking down the stairs is the familiar feminine figure of Q, yet vastly different from her imposter on the ship. Her footsteps ring in majesty as she approaches. And this place has a name. The Observatory, not just any tower. Why? From here you can see the stars filling the universe. Learn that Earth is a very small stage in a vast cosmic arena. We're not here to chit-chat. You know the situation, yeah? Things are not looking good. Some ascendants found their way in here. We have to protect Horseshoe and keep it from falling into their hands. Has Gabriel come? Not yet. Nor do I know where he is. So we're good for now, at least. Phew. Liv, you've been like this since we got here. Are you not feeling well? Isla's relieved to hear Q's reply. Meanwhile, Liv's face turns grim as she fiddles with the device in her hand, as if beset by self-doubt. What's wrong, Liv? That Q, the leader of Kowloong, is an ascendant. You sure? Yes, I've run several scans to test. She displays similar viral reactions to Alpha and Roland. What the hell? If she's an ascendant, why would she start this war? To lure us here? The ascendants wouldn't bother doing something like that, and neither would I. You make it sound like you aren't one of them. There's no rules that says all ascendants have to band together, or that an ascendant can't govern a human city. I'm an outlier, that's all. In order to contain the virus spreading from me, I cloistered myself in the observatory, running every aspect of the city in these confines. Isla tenses up as Q approaches. Q wears a smirk on her face, but her hands are still tightly held to her weapon. A dreadful silence reigns the tower. What's your endgame? I am but the vessel of our common wish, to preserve all that is of value on Earth. For what, though? Preserve Earth? Babylonia has been doing something similar, I know. With historical artifacts, pre-pandemic data and whatnot, yes? Are you talking about VGIA? I have no idea what that stands for. But that is nothing compared to our grand design. How could you? Me, the president, everyone. We're all working in earnest to study and rejuvenate human cultures, to prepare for the day we reclaim Earth. That day will never come. What? All your talk about reclaiming Earth, reconnecting the world is nothing but a joke. History ended the moment the virus broke out. We haven't ended. We're all on borrowed time. How much longer do you think you can last? Foolish though your ideals may be, your words speak to something special. Tell me your name, Commandant of Babylonia. Your name will be inscribed in a special place. Consider it a parting gift. Parting gift? Life will fade. Machines will break down. The world will perish. This is where things that have value must be preserved. Kowloong will be the final epithet of Earth. When all lights go out, when all goes dark, this place will still burn. Like fire, we will stay a beacon for visitors in the eons to come. They will know that we, humanity, lived. Like fossils, we will leave behind a legacy. This is Kowloong. This is Tabula Akasha. Tabula Akasha. Resistance is futile. Accept death with grace. That's the way we, the once ruler of Earth, should bow out. And through this war, I finally realized that to complete the Tabula Akasha, the world must first be ended. You're going to... I came here expecting a certain ascendant first, but no matter. Earth's demise is set in stone. The question of who goes first and who goes later is inconsequential. Fall and become history, Babylonia. Guys, guards are coming from downstairs. I knew it. She's ambushing us here. Commandant, we'll hold our position here. You go up. This is the best strategy. Go a few more floors up so that the reinforcements can pick up your signal. Yep, President Hassan will send reinforcements for sure. Run, Commander. Don't look back. But isn't Q up there? Are they saying Q would be safer to be with Q? I doubt that actually. This is where the signal came from. The aircraft couldn't go any higher than this altitude. Commandant is probably higher up. Before the real battle, I need to preserve strength. I must pass through this place quickly and stealthily. Just a little longer, Commandant. We already had that. Wait, we can crouch now? What? Okay, maybe we didn't have that yet. Summon Kowloong. What? Tap the Kowloong to launch Kowloong. To switch to Kowloong. What? Can tap the swing button to make your right noise. Why did this get more complicated? You can sneak by, it's bad. Yeah. Assassinate. Enemy behavior. Suspicious found. Yes. Okay, it just got a little more complicated. I can crouch to go for it and tap the noise button for enemy. That is crouch. And that is that. No, wait, how do I? Ah, okay. That's weird. Okay, we'll figure it out. Crouch. That's very weird. Does not see me. Everything is fine. Perfectly. There are 2 enemies ahead. Should use the patrol rat to release poison gas and disable them? How? What am I doing? I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay. Can I just go now? Or just leave? There's a key. I need that. Ah! Move! Move! Don't just stand there. So you have a key, if I saw correctly. So I will want that. Maybe not. You have the key. Dang it. Oh no! Oh no, that's not what I have to do. Whatever. And then just go to my goal, I guess? Maybe? You don't see me. Wait, where is my goal? He very much sees me, I'm not there. Whoops. Oh my god, okay. Everything is ruined. Whatever, let's just fight. I don't feel like doing this. So what are all these paralysis signs? Are these supposed to tell me something? Oh, how did you hit me? Okay, maybe that was a bad idea after all. It just had to be hangmans of all people. Don't lure anymore here, please. The ones we already have are fine. Is he dead? Yeah, he is. Oh my. Okay, so we learned this was a bad decision. But oh well. Is this an elevator? No enemies after me now. This is it. The top level. Commander is right there. The finale! Plume. You run upstairs like Lee told you to, carrying the signal transmitter Isla gave you. Finally, you reach the top of the observatory. What greets you is a heavenly dome dotted with stars. At your feet is a grass field, and around you are purplish-red flowers. The current war seems to have left this place untouched. And then you find yourself flying. Caught completely unaware, you were sent crashing into a riding. Let's see. Huh. You escape Ansia, Commandant of Grey Raven. Wait, you was down there? Maybe. No, I didn't catch up. You finally arrived. This will be your parting gift. That's what I said. She was up there, so why would it be safer for me to be up here? None of this makes sense. Q falls silent and marches forward you. The light glimmering of her blade almost blinds you, and the pain from the previous blow renders you temporarily incapacitated. Q lifts her blade. This is it. Become history, Commandant of Babylonia. Killing me to engrave my name. No, you won't. Someone descends from the air and interrupts Q. She drives Q backward with one cut, followed by others, relentlessly. Each swing sends forth cold particles, coating the nearby plants with rime. How? black, red. You rescue her as a most familiar, yet also a most strange figure. Figure. She perks up upon noticing your unease. Isn't she cute? Are you okay, Commandant? Lucia? Yes, Lucia. You, Lucia, Commandant. Can you stand, Commandant? I'm a bit tied up right now. Q slightly regains her posture and goes on the offense. Lucia too braces for it, with her dual blades. Despite their apparent resemblance, Lucia's combat style makes it clear that it's a frame different from Lotus. Lucia punctuates her attacks with airborne moves. Q is overpowered, until she finally manages to gain distance by pushing Lucia out of range with a sweep of her blade. Oh, I haven't introduced you to my new frame yet. I came up with a name for it on my way over. Clue, do you like it? Lucia speaks about her new frame as she adjusts her posture. The introduction, however, is tinged with a strange hint of sadness on her face. She sheathes her ice-born blade behind, then draws her two-handed blade for an upward slash at Q. Does Plume have two swords? I never noticed. Huashu, what on earth is this construct? Construct ID is BPL-01. Consciousness name Lucia. That's not what I need from you. To adapt to her frame, she is still currently initializing her mind. What? Your weapons meet, equal in strength, but with the help of the boosters on her back, Lucia gains an upper hand in this contest of strength, breaking Q's glaive. Q is forced to go on the defensive to dodge Lucia's attacks. She conjures a new weapon out of the virus with her other hand and throws it at you. Almost instantaneously, Lucia tosses her blade to deflect the projectile, protecting you once more. Don't even think about it. What's it about you initializing your mind? A factory reset, essentially. Do you still remember the first time I met, Commander? I was like a puppet back then. I know what you're trying to ask, Commander. It's the only way for me to use this frame. You maniac, you're killing yourself just to use this frame? I'm not killing myself. I'm becoming a new me. That is merely a game of words. Does this world hold something of such value to you that you would even give your soul for it? Of course it does. You wouldn't understand. I give you death not out of caprice. Ever since the outbreak, we, Kowloong, foresaw the fate of Earth. We told for the Tabula Akasha, our only true purpose. If you have something you wish to protect, then you would know that beauty only lives in the past. You're just afraid of facing the future. The two resume fighting, their blades clash, slide off, lacerate each other. No longer is there a need for dodging attacks, only receiving the opponent in full. Earth fates is decided. I will destroy you both, and I will put history to rest. And how would you do that? Gestalt, the thing that spawned this era and has kept it alive to this day. With an AI system of similar lay, I can take over the entire Babylonia. And it shall fall. With the planetary mass of Babylonia, Earth will enter into an ice age when it plummets to the surface. Then, no longer will there be a place for us in the entire universe. Huashu will destroy what is left of humanity. Kowloong will be all that is left. And Earth will become a tablet of all that was human, the Tabula Akasha. Gestalt is not a tool. The wielder makes the tool, not the tool the wielder. Let's stop her together, Commandant. Lucia raises her blade. The motion reminds you of the first time you met her. Fearless, as always, yet now embellished with a hint of warmth. And yet... Cutscene.
丈夫です。私は消えません。みんなが覚えている。あなたも。この戦い、一緒に勝ちましょう。指揮官。
この機体は最終調整を済ませていない。後からこれらのデータを読み込んだとしても、お前にとっては別人格も当然だろう。
つまりこの戦いの最後には私は私でなくなる。
Could you stop? Oh, that's why I can't use my ice abilities yet, right? Because she's still the old Lucia, basically. Ouch. My timing is the exact opposite of what it should be. Oh, I didn't even expect that.
指揮官とみんなと一緒に戦ってきた日々、覚醒した期間、パニッシングに侵食されたって悲しかったけれど、私には彼らを倒すしかなかった。共倒れするつもりですか？もしこれが私にできる唯一の方法であるならば、指揮官、お許しください。
Ow! Ouch. How about no? I hate people who have such a delay between their attacks. Could I just not use? Ouch. No, please. I don't want to lose, come on. I just don't know how to freaking moveset. Whee! What am I supposed to do? What? Was that supposed to be an input? No! What was that input supposed to be? That's cheating. I don't have any stamina. No. No. Oh. How did that myth.
私は消えない。何があってもずっと、私はずっと指揮官のそばにいます。指揮官、本当はこの後指揮官を連れてここを離れるつもりだったのですが、どうやら無理そうです。私はもう、それからのことはあまり覚えていません。たくさんの複雑な感情を感じただけです。正直に言うと、私は初めてほっとしたんです。私が欲しかったものが全てがここにあるから。私のこの両手は私自身もしっかり握れています。指揮官、私はあなたのおかげで生まれたルシアです。あの日あなたと手をつないだから、私は生きる意義を見つけてこの世界の全てに触れ始めました。あなたと過ごした記憶が今のルシアを作り上げたのです。たとえ消えたとしても、私が私でなくなっても大丈夫です。あなたに触れた瞬間、私は生き返りますから。だから
I don't even want to fight Gabriel now. That's a weird way to break up the momentum. Lucia falls. Lee, Liv and Isla arrive at the top of the tower. You've lost. Babylonia. How? When did? How unexpected. You have Horseshoe in your hands, yet you did not notice my presence. Ah no, precisely because you have Horseshoe, that you were unable to detect me. You've worked hard, my comrade. Gabriel pulls his monstrous hand out of Q's body, then grabs her before she could fall and holds her body flying. Before you and the others can even react, Q lands out of reach. What did you do? You feel anger, do you? You feel wrath, indignance, for your enemies. A strange light glows in Gabriel's hands. A pristine white cube shimmers in his hands, changing, fusing, deconstructing. Is this Horseshoe? This is a part of Horseshoe, a type of backdoor authentication. Q seems to have put the true Horseshoe elsewhere. It is a shard, but the part is the whole. Control this and control the system, which is why Q wanted you to take this. If that's the case, then give it back to us, Ascendant. Isla springs into an attack, to which Gabriel dodges with a mere stab, even putting his book away before Lee's bolt and her scythe here reach him. Then he waves his behemoth of a hand again, stirring up a small windstorm. We can't close in on him. I am grateful to you, sincerely. All thanks to you, we have avoided a potential infight between the Ascendants. There's little to be gained from conflict, only sadness. You did something like that earlier, and now you're telling me you will feel sad? I intend to bring Miss Luna's wish into fruition. Do you understand where I come from? What is her wish? Miss Luna's wish is to create a world that can coexist with the punishing virus. A world that can coexist with the punishing virus? How? Is this about what Roland's been doing? Increasing the number of Ascendants is one of them. What's more important is to fulfill our duties as Ascendants. Duties. We filter out individuals suitable for survival in the next world, and invite them to join our ranks. Playing gods now, you people? Such a thing as... No, we are but angels. Miss Luna is the one to take the divine throne. Grey Raven, I have observed you throughout your journey. Yourself overcome. You tend towards the sublime heights. You deserve to live in the new world. So what say you? Would you join me in fulfilling Miss Luna's wish? What happens to the people who don't make the cut? They will become the foundation of the new world. There are always such people in every era, are there not? Always sacrifices for Moloch. So be it then, Grey Raven. Perish. This is what Miss Luna would have wished for. And Lucia is lying nearby. And Q is lying nearby. Everything is just chaos. We have to fight an ascendant. With Lucia falling right behind us, that's exactly what I just said. Commandant, I have a plan, but I'll need some time. Then we'll hold our Gable for a while, Commandant. We're counting on you. Sure. This is a lot easier because I actually know his moveset. Unlike Q's. How? Wait. What? No waiting. Am I supposed to do something with you? Naive. I mean, I don't know what we were trying to do there, but... Come down here! Could I get something other than red? More red? Out. Oh no, he hit me. Yes, this is forward. You know what? That's all we can do. Pathetic. As I thought, the key lies in the other sister. Lucia? This is the end, Grey Raven. Brace for what's to come. Gabriel knocks Ayla away violently, then spreads his hand, amassing a ball of energy. Too late. What? But in the middle of the charging up, a pillar of energy burns through the air from the sky, detonating the ball of energy, causing Gabriel's arm to explode from the chain reaction. Smoke surrounds Gabriel in an instant. Death from above. So this is what you've been hiding. If it makes you feel better, sure. Just a satellite attack. Took a while to get it connected. Good job. Naturally. Just stand back and watch, Commandant. Lee talks while advancing and suppressing Gable, pushing him back through the continuous orbital attacks. Under the onslaught, Gable can no longer dodge all the attacks, but is forced to defend and block as well. A commendable attempt, but once the interval and the range of the attack is laid bare, that orbital attack becomes a mere toy. I'll finish you now. I won't let you take another step closer. Lee activates his holographic targeting display. 1, 2, 4, more and more beams rain down from the sky. Dodge this. The beams multiply in numbers, falling in sheets, cutting off Gable's escape. To increase the coverage, you have lowered its output. Foolish, Grey Raven Gunsman. Wasn't targeting you in the first place, Gabriel. You. The scattered beams of light drizzle like rain into the chamber. The flower petals around become torn and soar from the impact of their energy. Dust clouds below, obscuring everyone's vision. I have thought Roland's pride led to his downfall, but it appears I was gravely mistaken. Grey Raven, this key must be given to Miss Luna intact. A battle to the death will have to wait for another day. Amidst the light, Gable bids his farewell. Grab that while we're here. And then I guess the end. It was over, for now. It's over. You don't know which one of you said that first, but it's over. The whole city lies in shambles, with buildings wrecked and roads clustered with debris. To make matters worse, the spread of the punishing virus has sealed off even more of Kowloon. The ascendants are gone. Their rebuilt defense lines are keeping the corrupted at bay. Soon the city will return to peace, or at least, that is what everyone believes. Relieved, some teams let themselves collapse to the ground, enjoying this moment of respite. The Kowlooners no longer bother with removing the outsiders, nor do they give thanks. They merely give them cursory glances before returning to their designated positions, unspoken words in their voice modules. Some distance away, the reinforcing factions who played the key roles in turning the tide of the battles are resting. Despite the victory, not a trace of joy decorates their faces. A Legion officer scurries over with panic on his face. He seems to have something important to say. It's about Gestalt, right? Are you alright? I'm fine. Huashu was taken by the assailants in the end. That is why they all have that grim look on their faces. What will happen to Babylonia? What will the ascendants do with Huashu? These are the questions that all hang on everyone's mind. Commandant, perhaps we could have done it better, right? We gave it our best. I guess that just wasn't enough. Commandant. When the team retreated here with Lucia, she regained some of her consciousness. Lee and Liv made her sit and lean on your back. Unable to move, she gazes ahead with wistful eyes. At least, I'm okay with the result. What more? The battle's over, and I get to lean on your back like this. But still, I'm afraid. I'm afraid I don't know how long it will be before I'm myself again. Commandant, can I call you by your name? Sure. Lucia chants your name, toying with the pitch, the tone, the speed, as if finding a new piece of treasure. You must find this weird, but it's a spell that makes me not afraid. After that, Lucia leans closer as if she's about to hand herself over to you. She pours her heart out. Commandant, what do you think the next Lucia is going to be like? Will she be as stubborn as she's now, or be as shy as Liv? If I get to choose, it might be a nice being like Isla or Karenina, or someone frank, straightforward and outspoken. Or someone like Bianca, who has the poise of a perfectly lead a squad. Or even Nanami, or Sophia, but they're kinda two ends of the extreme, so I guess maybe not. She thinks out loud in a brisk voice, asking like some vivacious girl untouched by any disaster. Innocent, cheerful, and full of hope for tomorrow. If the punishing virus never existed, is this what Lucia would have been like? No one knows. No one can answer. Because there are no what-ifs in life. Reality is set in stone. But I know everything's going to be fine, because you are here. And this time, I finally have memories, truly mine, within my mind. By the time I get to know the next me and prove her worth, you will see a better Lucia. Well then, see you soon, Commandant. She whispers, ready to part with those words. See you soon, Lucia. Is that the end? That is the end? You don't even meet the new Lucia? Oh. Okay then. Honestly, that was way longer than I expected it to be. I thought we were already close to the end yesterday, but holy moo. And we still didn't even get to know the new Lucia. I guess that we'll have to wait. Until then, thank you for watching.